Confidence Talks. This is where I speak from lived truth, not from theory, not from concepts, but from what shaped me. Today I want to speak about pregnancy and about what happens when a moment meant to be joy is met with rejection. When I entered that relationship, I was clear. I wasn't searching, I wasn't experimenting, I was ready to build a family. I wanted children, not later, not hypothetically. I was ready in my body, in my rhythm, in my life. And very quickly I became pregnant. For me, it was a moment of deep joy, a quiet, sacred joy. Life entering my body, a yes that felt natural, obvious, aligned. But that moment was not shared. Instead of being met with joy, I was met with resistance, with hesitation, with the feeling that something unwanted had just arrived. What was life affirming for me felt like a disruption for him. So there I was, carrying life, eager to create a family with someone who was not ready for what was already happening. That creates a split inside a woman. Because pregnancy opens you emotionally, energetically, you are oriented toward union, protection, future. And suddenly you realize you are alone in that orientation. So after the first child was born, I began to understand something more subtle. We had stepped immediately into parenthood, into responsibility, structure. But the space of being a couple, of discovering each other as a man and a woman had barely existed. There was very little time for desire to grow, for play, for surprise, for that natural movement where two people choose each other again and again. So yes, I was present, I was committed, I was devoted to building a family, but I was not met in my needs as a woman in relationship. I was not made to feel desire, not courted, not surprised, not met in that quiet language of love that says, I see you, I choose you. We were standing together in responsibility, but not really meeting in intimacy. And at the same time, there could be something else moving beneath the surface. It was not spoken, not named, but I could sense it. As if there was something unresolved within him, something shaped long before we met, like a childhood imprint, a way of relating that came from somewhere older, something that had never been fully healed or brought into a oneness. I did not analyze it, I did not confront it really, I simply felt that I was standing inside a dynamic that did not fully belong to the present moment. And slowly, another truth became clear. The child was loved deeply. I saw how alive he became as a father, how present, how engaged. The child took immense space in his heart, in his relationship, in his attention. And yet, I was not met. Not as the woman, not as the partner, not as the one who had made this life possible. So I was present, but not mirrored. I was committed, but not chosen. And this is a very quiet kind of erasure. No shouting, no obvious conflict. Just the slow realization that you are not being met where you exist. And this matters. Because responsibility alone does not create relationship. Because loving a child does not replace meeting the one who carried life into being. So confidence for me began the day I stopped questioning whether my longing to be met was too much. It wasn't. It was human. It was alive. It was real. So if you are listening to this and recognizing yourself in the joy that was not shared, in the love that flowed elsewhere but did not return to you, hear this clearly. You are not wrong. You did not not disappear, you were simply not met. And being met is not luxury. It is essential. This is why I speak. This is why I do this work. Because confidence is not about becoming harder. It's about reclaiming your right to exist fully in every role you inhabit. If this story touched something inside you, if your body recognized the familiar feeling, if you've ever carried responsibility without being met in your truth, I invite you to join my free live webinar. In this space, we explore how moments of rejection shape identity, how the body holds what was never named, and how confidence is rebuilt through body, breath, and voice. This is not about blaming, it is about clarity, it is about reclamation. You'll find a link in the bio. Come as you are, your voice already belongs, life came through you, you matter too.